Hey y'all, what's going on? It's J Money Hands back with you guys with my first haircut video, and today we'll be starting off with our one guard close, taking it all the way up to the top of that scalp. And today's been a really long and rough and hard week, but we're just getting through it. We're just cycling away. We're just getting back to our groove, and as I'm taking it all the way up and make sure that I'm not hitting where the part where the braids is at. I'm going right just underneath that part, just to not nick that braid in. Right now we're gonna go in and we're gonna take it all the way up to the tip of the bone, and we are gonna just not take it way up too high above that tip of the bone, because one thing that I notice is with a lot of barbers is that if you take it all the way up, you kind of get this bowl-like effect. It's not really gradual blending in through the head. It kind of gives the head more of a bigger shape than what it actually already is. So before that, we're just going to take it all the way up to that tip of the bone and just stop right there. And I didn't decide to go in with my trimmers, because most of the time when going with your trimmers, you can set that really hard guideline, and that's something that you just don't want to do. So just to make things easier, you want to go on with your guard close and you want to bring it up to that tip of the bone. There's also one more thing that I wanted to add to as well. The rest of the video that's supposed to be recorded is not recorded because I recorded on my dad's phone, and I tried to transfer the video from my dad's phone to my phone, but apparently it just doesn't work at all. So you only get the back of the fade and the sides of the fade, and that's pretty much it for the video. I mean, in my following videos, I'll make sure to only record with my phone or my camera. The reason why I wasn't able to really record my camera at the time is because I couldn't find a battery charger. It was running out from store to store, so I could find a battery charger so I can record my video. But hey, that's life, and it happens, and still got the video, and I'm still going to show you how to do this fade. Okay, right now we're going to be taking up with our lever open, and we are going to be creating a 1/2 inch on the scalp. And always make sure is whenever you're creating a guideline or even fading, for instance, that you are never laying that blade flat against the head. And in this case, it really just makes it really hard to take out the guidelines when you're fading it, or even when you're putting in the guidelines. It's a lot more easier just to take that line out when you're going in with the teeth of the clipper than if you're actually just going in with a blade flat. So just remember just to take it in with just the teeth of that blade, instead of laying the blade flat and going all the way up with it. Okay, now we'll be going in with our 1/2 guard, and for me, I see on a lot of barber tutorials that they say that you're supposed to go in with it closed, but for me, I like to be safe, just not to take that guideline up too high, and I just close it halfway. So basically, we're just gonna go around, and we're just gonna make sure you are going in and flick out motion, and you are taking out that line using the teeth of the clippers and not the actual hilt of the blade. So you're just going in and just flicking that out. Go in with the 1/2 guard, and you can do halfway close if you're just starting out. For me, I'm a very experienced barber, but I like to go in halfway just to soften up that line, so that I just don't take up that fade, because it takes longer if you mess up a fade and you have to fix it than to actually just go in with the 1/2 guard and just not even have to worry about it. Okay, now with this technique is called the reggae technique. It's where you would take your guard and, no, basically, let me scratch that. You don't take your guard. You take your lever open, and you basically just go down on that, the top of where the haircut is starting at. You want to just gradually just cut down on that. And what this does is it kind of just smooths out the fade. You don't really want your fade to be all blocky and stuff. I mean, the fade was already smooth, but just to get that more smooth effect, you just want to just take that clipper and open that guard and just go down on it. I mostly do this for clients that have braids, or they just want undercuts, I do that just so that that hair can just lay down really nice for me, especially if your client has coarse or nappy hair. All right, now we're gonna go in with our blade halfway closed, and like I said to my following step before that with the half guard, I like to take my steps a little bit slower. So we're gonna go in with our halfway instead of closed. We're gonna take out that bottom line, gradually take out the bottom line, and after that we're gonna gradually close our blade to fade out the end of the haircut. All right, so as we take this time out to wait, for me to get to the next step, I kind of just want to go in, just talk, just give a little bit of motivation to you guys. If you guys want to start something, go ahead and start it. If you're really passionate about something, go in and do it. It took me a really, really, really long time to even think about making a barbering tutorial video, although it's my first video and I got it really messed up and stuff like that, and I forgot to, just record and some stuff, it's all over the place and everything. Just start it. Just go ahead and start it. No matter how much you mess up, I'm trying not to cuss. No matter how much you mess up or fail at something, just keep on trying it. Just keep on going. Going back in with my rake technique, and I'm smoothing in that hair. It's so important for you. If you want to get those nice blends, if you want to get those cold blends, those blends that make everybody go, "Ooh, what is that?" You want to make sure you're going with that rake technique, and you want to go down with that. So right here, over here, I'm just smoothing out that blend, make sure that blend looks nice and nice. All right, so over here, we're gonna basically just do some detail work, really just going in and just taking out those dark spots that you see in the fade. Particularly if you don't have enough time going off to your next client, you probably might want to skip the details. Clients are really not too particular on how great the fade looks. Some are really picky. They're just like, okay, you really have to get this fade in, but I would just recommend that you really just get those detail in, because those details really just separate you from the good part, from being a good barber to a great barber. Me personally, even if I'm late cutting their client, I just make sure I just go in and I just do my details, just so that I can just get that effect, so people be like, dang man, who cut that hair? I did, man. So just really just go in and just take your time and just get those dark spots out, just get them out. Now we're moving on into the lineup. Let's get started on the lineup. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that number one guard closed, we're going to take it down with the grain, and we're going to take that bow down so we can get a nice and clean lineup. And then after that, we're going to take my spray, it's called Red Alert, and we're going to spread it all over his forehead just so we can get that nice stick. Okay, right now I am combing the hair. The reason why I do this right after I add the sprays is just so that you can lift up the hair. What happens most times, if you just go straight into the lineup, it can really be kind of hard, because some of the hair will actually stick to the clippers. So I'll advise you just to go in with that comb and just to comb everything down. Plus, you can really just get all those hairs just to flow down if you just take your time in and go with your comb and comb. I wouldn't suggest you go really hard in with it, just light little taps around the forehead just to get those hairs just to go down. Okay, now we're gonna start off with the lineup. Okay, with the lineups, it is very tricky, okay? I did first start out when I first started cutting, I started to line up the sides. Some people start off the sides, but most oftentimes you want to start with the front of the lineup, because if you start on the side, then you would just have so much more of a tough time just trying to get the lineup to go straight. So when you start off, just start off in the middle, just tap your way in and just kind of just go across, and sometimes you may have to adjust at each side. So just make sure that you really just start from the middle, because once you have that nice foundation, you can basically put your draft in and fix it and edit it along the way, just to get the lineup to be straight as possible. No lineup is really straight, but you get the point. So yeah, there's been an ongoing debate about this black stuff. And basically how I feel about the black stuff is, honestly, my clients love it. So if your clients love the black stuff, then use it. I mean, most people like it. Most people like a really dark and sharp lineup. But if your client doesn't want it, or sometimes I may put it on and they'll be like, okay, what's that black stuff? And I'll just be like, hey, it's just a little temporary stuff that's gonna make your lineup, just fresh for the day. Just give them that confidence booster. But they don't want it, they don't want it. So it's really just up to the client at the end of the day. So. Okay, as you can see, I did apply a little bit too much of the black stuff. So, whenever that happens, it's not too much of a big deal. You want to take the large end of your comb, and you basically just want to comb it out a little bit, just so that, the black stuff isn't too out there like that. You kind of just want everything to look nice and natural and blended in. So just make sure you just comb it out, just so you can get those extra hair fibers out the way. Okay, next y'all, I'm gonna be spraying down my hairspray. It's called Tresemme, and this really will get that nice effect that you'll need whenever you're going in for that lineup. What I noticed is with Tresemme, it really helps the hair fibers stick onto your client's head. So whenever using it, just make sure you just spray a good amount, not too much, and your lineup will be sharp. And now for that extra pizzazz, you want to go in with your pencil and you want to make nice thin lines going all the way up from the corner of their hairline all the way down to where their hairline ends at to the fade. Now you want to go blend it in with the trimmer. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure on it. That can cause cuts, and I have caused some cuts before, but they weren't really big. But make sure to really just go in and just go light with those trimmers, because you are, going in, on their skin. So just really make sure that you just blend in really light with your trimmer. Now we're just blowing off all that extra chalk off his hairline. Okay, now we'll be going in with our razor just to sharpen up that line that we had just faded out with our trimmer. All right now. So for the beard lineup, we're just going straight down, mainly because with this one, his beard really isn't all the way fully grown in on his side, so we're just gonna go straight down. But for guys that have more fuller beards, you kind of just want to go in a more slanted shape just so you can get that jawline effect. Okay, now moving on to the top of the beard. First, I decided just to go in with the clipper, just using the way how I normally hold it, and just really just going in that way. But I decided just, hey, you know what, I'm gonna flip my clipper over and see if I can really get that nice U shape by going down on the clipper and using the corner of my clipper to make that nice U shape. Okay, now we're gonna go in and we're gonna use our thumb and we're gonna stretch out that skin real nice and tight, just so that we won't nick our clients, because with doing dry shaves, it's more easy just to cut them, especially when you're using sharp objects like a razor. So make sure you go ahead and stretch out that skin and really just slowly just guide the razor down to that beard line. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our guard closed and then open, and then we're gonna close our guards again and open it, and then make sure we just do all the same steps that we did on our ball fade, but to the beard, we're gonna fade it. But basically what it really actually is fade that's going upside down. I mean, you can start off with your number one open, and then you can go close, but then you can go lever open and then close. Just whichever way that you feel comfortable with. Me, I just like going close, open, number one close, then number one open, then I fade it. Now I fade my lever open in between to my number one close with my half guard halfway open. Then when it comes down to the other side, the rest is the same. All the same steps I use on one side, I use on the other. So, and that will be the end of the fade. So let me know what you think. Please leave a like and a comment. Please share this video, and I'm out.